this is Jasmin Cain, and I'm going to be showing both the clove hitch and the square lashing. I'm going to use a picture frame to show both types of knots. So start off with, clove hitch is good for joining a piece of rope to either a piece of wood or a material like a tarp. For a clove hitch, you get your end of your piece of string. The first movement you're going to do is a twist, and this is going to create a Q shape. And with the Q, you want the piece of tail, so what I call the end of the rope or string, to go behind the shape. So see how I've got my Q and the shape is coming out this way. Once you've done your Q, you're then going to do a P, and the P needs to go in front. So again, you have your loop and the spare piece of string crosses over the front of the P. When you get your two loops, you bring the P behind the Q to make a double loop, and this goes over the piece of wood that you're using. And when you pull tight, you get this crisscross shape here, and that will stay without me pulling on string, and it will stay tight and stay connected to that piece of wood. For the picture frame, to join this piece of wood to our end of our picture frame, what we then need is square lashing. And square lashing is a repeated over and under movement. So with my longer piece of string, which comes at this side, I'm going to do that square lashing. So I'm going to start by going over the first piece of wood and then under my second bit, to then go back over my first bit. And this movement to go under is repeated about 3 or 4 times, but each time you want to make sure you're pulling tight, because then this frame will stay in place. So I'll go back over, I'm then going under, going back over, under, over, under, over, and under. Once I've done it about 3 or 4 times, I'm then going to do another type of lashing just to firm it up. So instead of going over and under, I'm then going to bring the string round, and I'm going to go under and round the part here, and this will tighten up my lashing. I'll do that a couple of times, so I'll go under, over the top bit, and under again. So it's almost like doing it the other way until I get 2 ends, and then I'm going to pull tightly. And I'm going to tie these 2 pieces together. For this, you can use a hitch knot, which I did earlier on, so where you bring the string under and then cross it over, and you bring the string back through, and then you have got your knot, and that will keep that in place. And that finishes off your picture frame using both a clove hitch and square lashing.